Are we recording? Yeah, hi. Good morning. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to a new video. I don't normally start a video on a Saturday morning, but I'm doing something today which I think might be fun. Wanted to take you with me. It's something that is really taking me out of my comfort zone, which it's a little bit sad to say that this is what is taking me out of my comfort zone. I'm not really comfortable, but we are heading to the very end of August. Today is Saturday the 30th, oh my God, it's the last day of August. The last day of August, and it is the Queen's Park Book Festival. Queen's Park is an area in North London, just in case you're not familiar with London. And they have, I think, what is an annual book festival. So I'm part of a book group, and we decided as a group to buy tickets to go see an author doing a reading and a talk, I think, that we have read and loved. I've read a few of her books. It's Elif Shafak, in case you're wondering. Sorry, I'm also just munching on a piece of cheese because I'm starving and I know I'm going to have lunch before I go, but I haven't had breakfast yet. Anyway, that is by the by. So we bought tickets for Elif Shafak. It now turns out one of them is in New York, another one had double booked, she's got family coming over, and another one can't make it either for I don't know what reasons. So here's the question. Do I go on my own, put myself outside of my comfort zone and maybe feel really awkward, or do I just suck it up, go and enjoy and not have any obligations to be meeting up with anyone? If I'm really honest, I have messaged 2 or 3 friends this morning to see if they'd like a last minute ticket. It's sold out. It's completely sold out. So I have messaged a few friends to see if they would like a last minute ticket, but people have plans. Of course, people have plans. Like if I was talking to you at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning, you'd probably have plans for 2:30 later the same day. So I don't know what to do. I've even been trying to rope my husband into coming with me, but he had some dental work done yesterday. He's still in a lot of pain, so he doesn't want to come. He also hasn't read the author, and I kind of feel like it's such a special ticket and it's sold out. I'd rather the ticket goes to somebody who really loves Elif Shafak. So I don't know what to do. Anyway, I had all big plans this morning to get up super early and get some work done. I wanted to film a video that I've been planning for a while, kind of autumn trends and things like that. And I've been busy kind of looking at all the autumn trends. Some of them are so repetitive, you see them every autumn. But I've been picking out things out of my wardrobe and collating them and putting them together for a separate video that I want to do. Because I really don't want to be buying like a whole new load of stuff just because it's on trend. And I was sure that I've got loads of things that I could kind of dip into trends this coming autumn without having to buy anything, apart from one thing which I had my eye on, which has arrived now. I've been waiting to film this until it arrived. It's finally arrived. So I was going to film that early this morning. I was going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, do my makeup really quietly because my dressing room is off my bedroom and it would wake my husband up. So I had everything set up in the room downstairs, and then I just didn't sleep last night, so haven't done any of that. I'm literally just managed to shower, get dressed. Probably should have washed my hair, but I'm not seeing anyone now. I'm not going to see anyone there, I know, as far as I know, unless I bump into friends. So the day has not gone as planned, and I really wanted to get that video filmed today so it could go up tomorrow, as in real time. You're seeing this a week later. So let's see what happens. Oh, if you didn't know this about me, I love cheese. I love cheese. It's my kryptonite. Anyway, I've kind of convinced myself I am going to go. I've put my makeup on. I've got dressed, very casual. I'm just wearing this green tank top, which is as old as the hills. A lovely little cardigan, which is kind of like a jacket, and some stretchy jeans. So I'm really, really comfortable. I've actually bought tickets to 5 different readings, 2 of which clash. So I could, oh dear, it's terrible. If I just go into my wallet, I bought 2 tickets for 2 different events at 1:30 and 2 tickets for 2 different events at 2:30 and then one at 5:30. I'm obviously not going to stay there the whole afternoon all on my own some. Oh wait, a friend of mine has just texted, say she might be able to come, and just text her back. So maybe she'll come, let's see. I'll just wait for her to get back to me. So September starts tomorrow, and I am dreadfully behind on posting my photos from Marrakesh over on the little app that begins with I. And I really wanted to get those all up by the end of August. And I've still got 3 days worth left to post, I think. 4 days left worth to post. So if you don't follow me over there on the little app that begins with I, please do. I will link it. I might have to post them all today, 4 posts today, which is totally not like me. I literally post like every 2 or 3 days, but I really kind of just want to get them done, more for myself than for anybody else, but I just want them all done by the end of August. So kind of that is the end of summer, wrapped up, and then tomorrow we can go full pelt into September. It's back to school. So my daughter goes back to school on Tuesday, and my son has already started his master's. He's been there a week. That is full on, totally full on. If any of you have got kids who are doing master's programs, 1-year master's programs, really tough. It's very intense. It's Saturday and he's literally just left to go in, even though there's no lectures, but there's so much work, he's gone in. So I'm loving the dedication. She has not replied yet. I met a friend for lunch yesterday. It was literally lunch. Then she walked me back to my car. And I bought a new eyeshadow stick. I'm obsessed with eyeshadow sticks at the moment. I just find it's the easiest thing. I have so many eyeshadow palettes, but eyeshadow sticks are the thing that I reach for if I'm doing any sort of eye look. I just think it's so quick, it's so easy. The formulas these days, they're great, they don't crease, they last all day. So I bought a new one and I'm wearing it now. Might be too much for the day. What do you think? I mean, I've kind of really sheared it out. What do you think? I'll link it down below. I absolutely love it. It's not black, it's not brown, it's somewhere in between, and I think it's just the perfect addition for autumn makeup. It just kind of amps up the makeup. It's kind of like a deep purple meets black meets brown, and it takes me back in the day. I think in my late teens and early 20s, I used to use purple eyeshadows all the time. It really suits brown eyes. If you have brown eyes, even hazel eyes, it really suits. And I haven't used purple for like over a decade, so I'm really liking this purple. What do we think? I know I haven't vlogged for ages either, so it feels weird to pick up the camera and sit here and talk to you guys, and it shouldn't, because I really miss it. I love vlogging. I don't know why I haven't vlogged for so long. I really should have washed my hair. It is flat. I've been trying out a new hair mask as well, so I'm going to use it again this weekend, and then if I think it's really good, I'm going to let you know. Obviously, I am totally faithful to my Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. You know that. I've been using it for years and years, but it's always good to try something new. So I saw this, can't read the instructions, it's all in Japanese, but I thought I'll give it a go because it's had really good reviews. The only thing is that it does have silicone in it, which means that you really have to be conscientious about using a clarifying, detoxing shampoo like maybe once a month or something like that, depending on how often you use it, because I don't really tend to use silicone-based products on my hair. But I've used it twice and I love it. I'll show it to you now. So this is the mask. It's called Fino and it's a Japanese mask. Apart from the fact it says Fino in English, everything else is in Japanese and I don't understand a word of it. So I kind of Googled it to see how you use it, if there's anything special about the method of application. It's just like a normal mask. Use it after you shampoo. Smells really lovely and it's quite a thick formulation, as you can see. So I've used about that much in 2 applications. I don't think it's going to last me that long, which means it's quite an expensive buy. But if it works, I'm very happy to repurchase. I just got this off Amazon. So I'm showing it to you now, but I will maybe later on in this video do like a proper review of it, just to let you know what I think of it after a 3rd use. But I'm really trying to save my hair after the holiday, because just before we went on holiday, I just had my balayage refreshed with a couple of lighter pieces at the front, if you can see. And obviously should have waited till after I came back from holiday, because A, they've gone lighter than they were done at the hairdresser, but also the hair is damaged and the sun and the sea and the chlorine are just really damage the hair. So I'm on a mission, I'm on a journey to recover my hair health and texture, and hopefully this, alongside my Philip Kingsley Elasticizer, will help. Oh, she's just replied. Let's see if she can make it. So I only have a spare ticket for the Elif Shafak, and that too because one of the girls who can't come has very kindly, well, I bought it off her, and then the other two have very kindly given them. So I actually have 3 spare tickets, but who's going to show up last minute with like 2.5, 3 hours notice? But I have tickets for other things that start at 1:30. Do I go earlier on my own, sit there? We're back to this again, guys, sorry. Do I go there earlier, sit there on my own for the first event? Or do I... sorry, I'm just going to forward her the email. Do I only go for the one that she's going to join me for? What do I do? What would you do? What would you do? Okay, let's hope she comes. I've sent her the ticket. If I could get my husband to come, it would be the best, but he's in too much pain. Doesn't want to move. He's sitting downstairs playing his guitar. I don't know if you can hear it in the background noise. Probably not. But September is around the corner. Autumn is almost here. I mean, it's definitely here in my garden. The leaves are falling like crazy today. Definitely started yesterday, and they are falling like crazy today. So, oh, I think she's going to come. I think she's going to come. I probably need to have lunch. I normally would also do a little bit of a TikTok live. Like Saturday and Sunday mornings are my days to do TikTok lives. I try and fit in a few in the weekdays as well, but I've been loving doing TikTok lives in the morning. Maybe I'll try and do a quick one now. It's 11:30. So I could maybe do like a half-hour TikTok live. I'm loving doing them. It's such a nice community, and it's easy to mute and block all the trolls, and you get left with some really nice people over on TikTok. So if you're also not following me on TikTok, then I'll leave the link for that, and go ahead and find me over there. My name everywhere is the same. It's at Beauty Passionista, and that's something else I want to work on, because for the longest time I keep saying I want to change everything, all my social, to just my name, Ambarina. But I don't even know where to start. There's so much you have to do. You can't just change the name. You have to change so many other things. And also my blog is Beauty Passionista, and you can't just change the name to another name. You start losing all your, I don't know what it's called. I think it's domain authority if you change the name or have a new website. I don't know. It's a mess. I don't know what to do. It's something to concentrate on. As I said, my daughter's going back to school on Tuesday, so I'll be back in some sort of routine, because currently, since we come back from holiday, I've been going to the gym midday with my husband, which I love. So my daughter, me and my husband go to the gym every day, which I love. But my routine works best if I go to the gym first thing in the morning. So I love kind of just dropping her to school. She doesn't need to be dropped to school, but it helps me with my routine. So I'm happy to drop her to school in the morning and then go straight to the gym. And then I'm done. Like by 10:30, 10 o'clock, I'm done. I've done my workout for the day. And we've not been doing that. So when it's like in the middle of the day, then everything else is kind of in limbo in the morning until we go to the gym. And then it kind of like seeps into the afternoon. By the time you come home, let your CNS recover, have lunch. We're kind of mid-afternoon. So I really do want to get back into that routine. I'd love to know, when do you go to the gym? What's your preferred time to go to the gym? If you are a gym goer, or if you're working out at home, let me know in the comments. Do you prefer first thing in the morning? Do you like to go to the gym or fit your workout in during the day sometime? Or are you an evening person with that? I'd love to know what you do. What's your preference? Okay, it looks like she's definitely coming. But now I've kind of taught myself into doing a quick TikTok live. So next time I see you, we'll be at the book festival. I'll try and take you with me. Okay, I just I just did a TikTok live, and it always just lifts me up. I have such a nice community of people over on my TikTok. So if you want to be one of those, head on over there and follow me on there. I do try and go live Saturdays, Sundays, and also try and go live during the week. It doesn't always happen, but I would say about 3 times during the week. So yeah, maybe about 5 times during the week I go live over there. But I had to do it really quickly and cut it short because we were like deep in the conversations and I realised the time. They're very good at giving me time checks because I quite often go on live without my watch. So every so often they give me time checks. They're really kind, the community over there. And I need to have some lunch before I head out. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to Uber it there, I think, because it's going to be busy. It's like trying to go to Regent's Park when the Frieze art fair is on. You never get parking. So I'm not even going to try and drive there. I'm going to take an Uber there. My friend is going out for lunch with her family somewhere that's relatively close. So she's going to meet me there. So I am not going to be alone for the Elif Shafak one. But I think I might try and get there early enough for the Michael Palin one, which I've also bought a ticket for. And it would be a shame to miss that. I think I've got that the right way around. I need to check my tickets and the timings. So, like I said before, next time I see you will hopefully be at the book festival. Okay, I have made it to the park, Queen's Park. A bit of a walk through the park now, but I can see the tents up ahead of me. I managed to get 2 friends to come with me, which the way it was looking this morning, I was going on my own. So that's a result. So many people just milling around for the love of literature.
Delighted to welcome back Elif Shafak, who was here 3 years ago. Her new novel, There Are Rivers in the Sky, was published recently to superb reviews. And she's going to be talking about it with Claire Armitstead, who is Associate Editor for Culture at The Guardian. Please welcome them now.
In a language that she only learnt as an adult. I mean, her sort of, because we will talk a little bit about how you came to be there, but when I think about it, and I think about the way she uses language and the way she structures her knowledge, and those of you who've read this novel will know her incredibly deep love and knowledge of the English novel, of the English language novel. It is sort of mind-boggling. So we're going to have a fantastic hour. We'll talk for 45 minutes and then I will open it out to you.
But the very beginning, maybe a little taste of the story. Dangling from the edge of the storm cloud is a single drop of rain, no bigger than a bean and lighter than a chickpea. For a while it quivers precariously, small, spherical and scared. How frightening it is to observe the earth below, opening like a lonely lotus flower. Not that this will be the first time. It has made the journey before, ascending to the sky, descending to terra firma, and rising heavenwards again. You always want to crack better jokes, but you can't quite get it right. You're always aware of those gaps, which can be intimidating. It can also be maybe inspiring. But your relationship with languages, you never take it for granted. Like you pay attention to words. So that's what I try to do. And still to this day, I think if my writing has melancholy, sorrow, longing, still these things are much easier in Turkish. But humor, which I love, I think humor is our oxygen. Humor, irony, and satire are much easier in English.
I'm back from the book festival. It was such a lovely afternoon. I don't know what I was so worried about because I really thought that I would be doing it on my own. That's what it was like this morning. But 2 of my friends showed up, both of which love Elif Shafak. So I feel like the tickets went to people that really appreciated it. And one of them had actually been reading the book. She had it with her, the new book. So I bought 2 copies of the book, one for me, one for the friend that I bought the ticket off because she couldn't make it. She's in New York and she asked me if I would get a signed copy for her. So I've got one for her and one for me. Elif Shafak was incredible. I could have listened to her for hours. It was 45 minutes of talk. and then 15 minutes of questions. But really, she could have talked for 2 hours and we were all entranced. She has just such a wonderful way of looking at the world and expressing it as well. And if you've not read any of her books, then I really recommend definitely checking her out on Amazon or Kindle or wherever it is that you buy your books. This is the Queen's Park Book Festival. Apparently it's in its like 6th year or something like that. I mean, obviously I already had the tickets I wanted to get, but I thought I'd get hold of it just to see which other authors they had there at the book festival. And this is the book. It's a bit of a tome. And is this the one that's for me? No, this is the one that's for my friend. So this is the one that's been signed for me. And after the signing, I did actually manage to get a picture with Elif. So I'm going to insert that here. Such a moment, such a moment. She was wonderful. She's so lovely and so humble. You would never guess how talented and genius she is with words. Especially, you know, as she was saying, it's not her first language. To be able to write the way she does in a language that is not even her first language is incredible. Anyway, that is the book. There are rivers in the sky, and it's just about the constancy of water and how that runs through our lives. And I haven't read it, so I can't go into too much detail. I don't even know what she wrote. Let's have a look, shall we? To Ambarina, with my warmest wishes, Elif Shafak. I'm so happy that I went. So happy I went. I only did that one talk. I didn't make it. I don't know if I told you. I got my timings all completely wrong. So I thought I would get to the Michael Palin one before, which I thought was 1:30. I think I said that in the first part of the video. I got my timings completely wrong. The other two that I had booked that clashed, and I would have gone to the Michael Palin one, were at 1 o'clock. So I totally missed those. And I didn't want to hang around till 5:30. We did hang around for a little bit. We went and had a coffee, the three of us. My two friends who came with me had not met each other before. Then they don't know each other. But yeah, we sat down, we had a coffee, we had a talk about Elif, we had a talk about the book, although only one of the friends has started reading it. So she brought her book with her because she already had it in her bag. Like, she didn't bring it on purpose. She already had it in her bag. She only decided that she would be coming to join me kind of, I think about an hour before, if that. So she had the book with her. She got it signed by Elif, and then she also bought, I think, another 3 books that she got signed as well, like for gifts and things like that. But I just thought, before I wrap up this video, because I don't want it to be too long and I don't want it to be kind of about every single thing under the sun, I thought I'd tell you about a couple of other books, like if you're looking for book recommendations, one of which I'm currently reading, one which I finished in the early part of the summer. So the first one is Babel, and it is absolutely mesmerizing. About a month after I finished reading the book, I still hadn't started another book because I just couldn't fathom another book being as wonderful, as moving, as really got under my skin. It's about, obviously, the myth of the Tower of Babel, and this whole story is created, and at points you're kind of wondering how much of it is real and how much of it is actually a myth, how much of it is fiction. It's just incredible. It's a long book. Is it as long as this? I think it's even bigger than There Are Rivers in the Sky. And now I can't remember the author, but I'll put it down below. I'll link it if you want to get it. I read it on Kindle, so I haven't actually got the physical book. I tend to read most of my books now on Kindle because we just had piles and piles of books. I don't know if you know, but back in the day, I used to work in publishing and obviously collected loads and loads of books. That's when I was still single. And then when I met my husband, he's also an avid book reader and book lover. And so he came to the marriage with loads of books. Between us, we had hundreds of books, and then we kept buying books. So during COVID, we had a massive clear out because it's just taking over the house, taking over every space in the house. So we gave about, I think, 400 books. I think it was close to 400 books to charity, and made the decision that wherever we can, we will buy on Kindle. And that way, actually, then it's easy to share. The kids can also read it. 2 people can be reading the same book at the same time, which, you know, if you've got a hard copy, it's a little bit harder to do. So And all that, by the way of saying, I don't have the book here to show you, but hopefully I'll put a little cover up here so you can see which book I'm talking about, and I'll link it in the description below. But Babel is definitely one that I would recommend. Just incredible. Like, even now, I miss the characters, I miss the story, I miss the whole world that's been created in this book. You'll see if you read it. And the book that I'm currently reading and loving, and again, it's a massive book. The thing is, because I buy them on Kindle, it's really hard to see kind of what the size of the book is, if you see what I mean. I can see I've been reading it for like about 6 weeks now, and I'm still only about 70% of the way through the book. So it's a very long book. It's called The Covenant of Water. Again, I will put a picture of it here so that you can see it, and I'll link it in the description below. It is set in South India, a family through the generations. I think it starts at the very end of the 1800s, and then currently the part that I'm up to now is about 1968, I think. So it's kind of going through the generations. It's going through, again, how important water is to life. It's called The Covenant of Water. So yeah, it's incredible. So yeah, set down in South India, in the area of Malabar, Cochin, or, you know, down there. A beautiful book. The characters are beautiful. The language is beautiful. You really, really care about these characters. There's one main character, Big Amachi, her name is. Like, she is the matriarch of this family. It starts when she's 12. The point I'm at now, she's about 69, I think. No, it must be 79. She's 79. And it's about her life, her husband and her. She gets married off at the very young age of 12. Her children, her grandchildren, and all of those around her, and how she becomes not just the matriarch of her family, but the matriarch of the whole area. Again, it's another beautiful book. So there you go. 3 book recommendations. I haven't done a video like this before. It's kind of become this just because I was going to the book festival. But let me know if you're interested in the books that I'm reading, or if you want to recommend me any books. I'm always looking for a new book to read, especially when I get so involved with a book that when I finish it, I'm so bereft. I don't want to start anything else. So if you can recommend any good books, then please do in the comments. I'm always looking for book reading suggestions and recommendations. But with all of that said, I think I will end this video here so I can get this video up, and hopefully by next week I will have filmed the little peek into my wardrobe and the autumn winter trends that you might want to be looking out for. Again, that's not really a video that I normally do, but I'm really inspired to do it this year for the first time ever. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. As ever, if you're not subscribed, it would mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button, give the video a little like by hitting the thumbs up so I know if you liked it, and comment, leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts if you've got any, as I said, recommendations of any of the books that you're reading that you think I should read, or if you've read any of these 3 books that I've just mentioned, let me know what you thought of them. And yeah, I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.